Good afternoon and welcome to the Public Service Commission of South Carolina. It is Thursday, April 27th at 2 p.m. and we are here for our regularly scheduled business meeting to decide on some agenda items. Let's take a roll call of commissioners. Present in the hearing room, we have Commissioner Justin Williams, Vice Chair Powers, Commissioner Thomas, Commissioner Carol Lee Williams, Commissioner Caston, Chair Belser. Commissioner Urban is not with us virtually. Before we begin, Commissioner Urban is on leave. Before we begin, please join me for a moment of silent reflection. Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Scarborough.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair and Vice Chair Powers and Commissioners. First item of business is to set the next regularly scheduled business meeting. Staff recommends that the next Commission business meeting be scheduled for Thursday, May the 4th, 2023 at 2 p.m.
Our next business meeting will be Thursday, May 4th, 2023 at 2 p.m.
Today we have a very full agenda with 22 items on the utilities agenda and 23 items on the transportation agenda. Item number 1 is in docket number 2023-99W, which is a request from Georgia Water and Well Services, Incorporated, to withdraw its application for approval of a pass-through tariff for bulk water purchases and to close this docket.
Commissioners, we've heard utilities agenda item 1 is identified by Mr. Scarborough. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Caston is recognized.
Thank you. South Carolina Code annotated Section 58-3-2225E allows an applicant to withdraw its application one time as a matter of right prior to the later of responsive pleadings being filed or the date that the withdrawing party's pre-filed direct testimony is due. No responsive pleadings have been filed in this docket. Therefore, I move that the Commission grant the request to withdraw the application of Georgia Water and Well Services, Incorporated, and close the docket. So moved.
Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Caston. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 2 is in docket number 2023-73WS, which involves Blue Granite Water Company's motion to dismiss the complaint filed by Charles D. Ledford.
Commissioners, with regard to utilities agenda item 2, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Thomas is recognized.
thank you. The complainant, Mr. Ledford, wants to see Blue Granite Water Company either sell the Carrollwood system to York County Water and Sewer or have the system condemned and taken over by York County Water and Sewer. The Commission cannot order Blue Granite to sell the Carrollwood system, nor can the Commission force the condemnation of the system. Further, the Commission does not have authority over any actions taken by York County Water and Sewer. In addition, Mr. Ledford takes issue with the rates he is currently being charged. This Commission cannot change the rates charged by Blue Granite to customers that have previously been approved pursuant to the statutory rate-making process. Therefore, I move the Commission grant Blue Granite Water Company's motion to dismiss in docket number 2023-73WS on the grounds that Mr. Ledford's complaint fails to assert a violation under Title 58 of the South Carolina Code of Laws or Chapter 103 of the South Carolina Code of Regulations. So moved. And I'll have a comment or two at the appropriate time.
Thank you, Commissioner Thomas. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Thomas and will now entertain discussion. Commissioner Thomas is recognized.
Thank you. I would just suggest that Mr. Ledford, he has been in touch with the the York County Council, and I would just suggest to him that he continue communicating with York County and the council. We just don't have any authority over them, and there's just really nothing we can do in that regards. So that would be my suggestion.
Any further discussion? We'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 3 appears in docket number 2022-358E. This is a request from CSWR South Carolina Utility Operating Company, LLC, for approval of a contract with Nitor Billing Services, LLC.
We've heard agenda item 3 identified by Mr. Scarborough. Is there a motion?
Chair Belzer, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
By order number 2022-834, the Commission approved the sale of assets and transfer of facilities, territories, and certificates of public convenience and necessity from Total Environmental Solutions Incorporated, AAA Utilities, Inc., Hamilton Haynes Water Works, and Hyde Park Water Works, Inc., to CSWR, South Carolina Utility Operating Company, LLC. By Commission Order number 2023-28, the Commission approved the contract for billing, payment receiving, customer service, and coordination services between CSWR SC and Nitor Billing Services, LLC, conditioned upon completion of or compliance with 5 items. By order number 2023-134, the Commission accepted as information the response of CSWR SC to Commission Order 2023-28, Item 4, and held in abeyance any additional action until confirmation was received as to CSWR SC's compliance with items 1, 2, 3, and 5 in Commission Order 2023-28. By letter dated March 6, 2023, and pursuant to the requirements of Order Number 2023-28, CSWRSC submitted documents or information for filing on behalf of CSWRSC in compliance with items 1, 2, 3, and 5. The Commission issued Order Number 2023-233 requesting comment from the South Carolina Office of Regulatory Staff regarding CSWRSC's submissions filed pursuant to requirement numbers 1 through 5 of Commission Order 2023-28. By letter dated April 11, 2023, ORS advised that its review indicates that CSWRSC has provided sufficient documentation to satisfy requirements numbers 1 through 5 listed in Order Number 2023-28. ORS does not object to the contract for billing, payment, receiving, customer service, and coordination services between CSWRSC and Nitor Billing Services, LLC. However, ORS reserves the right to fully investigate the company's compliance with all Commission rules and regulations and challenge any expenses related to the agreement between CSWRSC and Nitor Billing Services, LLC, in any subsequent general rate proceeding. Therefore, I move that the Commission accept as notification by CSWRSC's compliance with items 1 through 5 as set forth in Order Number 2023-28 and confirm approval of the contract for billing, payment receiving, customer service, and coordination services between CSWRSC and Nitor Billing Services, LLC. I so move.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Williams. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 4 is in docket number 2023-118E. This is a request for approval of a contract between Duke Energy Carolinas LLC, Lawrence Electric Cooperative, and Central Electric Cooperative Incorporated on an expedited basis, and a request for confidential treatment of certain portions of the agreement.
Commissioners, with regard to Utilities Agenda Item 4, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Caston is recognized.
On April 5th, 2023, Duke Energy Carolinas LLC filed the temporary distribution service agreement entered into by and between Duke Energy Carolinas LLC, Lawrence Electric Cooperative Incorporated, and Central Electric Power Cooperative Incorporated, collectively referred to as parties, which relates to an existing DEC situation that serves a DEC retail industrial customer in Clinton, South Carolina. DEC not only seeks approval from the Commission of this agreement on an expedited basis, but also requests confidential treatment of certain portions of the agreement due to the commercial sensitivity. The Office of Regulatory Staff submitted a letter dated April 25, 2023, regarding its review of DEC's filing in this matter. ORS does not object to DEC's request for Commission approval of the agreement, the requested confidential treatment, and an exception to the requirements of South Carolina Code Annotated Regulations 103-347, and temporary waiver of regulatory condition 3.3a to the extent necessary to effectuate the agreement. ORS reserves its right to review all matters associated with this agreement during a future rate case proceeding. I move that the Commission grant the request, 1, for expedited review, and 2, for confidential treatment of certain portions of the temporary distribution service agreement between the parties, and 3, for a temporary waiver of regulatory condition 3.3a under Commission Order Number 2012-517. Subject to the grant of confidential treatment, temporary waiver of regulatory condition 3.3a under Commission Order Number 2012-517, and the request for expedited review, I further move that the Commission approve the temporary distribution service agreement between Duke Energy Carolinas LLC, Lawrence Electric Cooperative Incorporated, and Central Electric Power Cooperative Incorporated, which was filed on April 5th, 2023. I also move that all matters associated with the agreement shall be subject to review during a future rate case or the appropriate proceeding. Finally, I move that DEC should provide to the Commission and ORS updates of the status of the upgrade starting when construction begins and thereafter every 6 months. I so move.
Thank you, Commissioner Caston. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Caston. Is there any discussion? Commissioner Caston, would you, I may have processed this wrong when you went through your motion, but I think near the beginning you indicated that this matter involved an existing DEC situation, and I think, and maybe I just processed it wrong, but I would suggest maybe we use the word substation there, because that's what they're asking to.
Yes, ma'am. It starts with an S, and I well may have said that, but
Well,
it is a substation.
I may have processed it wrong. I may have just heard it wrong, but I just wanted to clarify that that it should be substation. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, it should be.
Okay.
And you probably processed it correctly. I said it wrong, most likely. Thank you, ma'am.
Any further discussion? You accept that friendly amendment?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Thank you. To the extent it's needed, let's put it that way. Any further discussion? We'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams,
Aye.
and I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 5 appears in docket numbers 2022-158E and 2022-159E. This is a request from the Office of Regulatory Staff to change the hearing schedule in this docket.
With regard to Agenda Item 5, is there a motion?
Chair Belser, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Thank you. I move that the Commission grant the request of ORS to hear docket number 2022-159E starting at 10 a.m. on June 20th, 2023. Upon conclusion of this hearing, docket number 2022-158E will be heard.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Commissioners, with regard to the motion offered by Commissioner Williams, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Carolee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 6 is in docket number 2022-3E and involves a request from Duke Energy Carolinas LLC for confidential treatment of certain portions of its letter dated March 31st, 2023, updating the commission on the status of the Mountain Valley Pipeline.
With regard to utilities agenda item 6, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion, please.
Vice Chair Powers is recognized.
Thank you very much. I move the commission grant the request for confidential treatment of a certain portion of the letter filed by Duke Energy Carolinas LLC on March 31st, 2023. So moved.
Thank you, Vice Chair Powers. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Vice Chair Powers. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carolee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin. Excuse me, he's on leave. Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
I vote aye. Did I get everybody? Okay. The motion carries.
Item number 7 is in docket number 2023-38E. This is the motion for admission pro hoc vici of Benjamin L. Snowden, Esquire, filed on behalf of Carolinas Clean Energy Business Association.
With regard to utilities agenda item 7, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I move that the commission grant the motion for admission pro hoc vici of Benjamin L. Snowden, Esquire.
Thank you, Vice Chair Powers. Commissioners, with regard to the motion from Vice Chair Powers, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carolee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 8 appears in docket number 2021-93E. This is a response from the South Carolina Coastal Conservation League, the Southern Alliance for Clean Energy, Carolinas Clean Energy Business Association, and Sierra Club, opposing Dominion Energy South Carolina's request to forego an evidentiary hearing in this docket.
With regard to agenda item 8, is there a motion?
Chair Belzer and fellow
Commission-
commissioners, I have a motion.
Commissioner Carolee Williams.
Thank you. Since pre-filed testimony deadlines have been extended as requested by parties in this docket, I move that the commission defer ruling on Dominion Energy South Carolina's request to forego an evidentiary hearing at this time.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Commissioners, we've heard the motion of Commissioner Williams. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we will proceed with a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Carolee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 9 is in docket number 2023-104E. This is a request from Duke Energy Carolinas LLC and Duke Energy Progress LLC for approval of the intercompany transfer of assets and proper accounting treatment.
With regard to utilities agenda item 9, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Thomas.
I move that the commission approve NUC Pro Tonk, the joint request of Duke Energy Carolinas LLC and Duke Energy Progress LLC, collectively referred to as the companies, for an intercompany transfer of certain roadable assets and the related accounting for such intercompany transfer. I also move that the commission accept the positions and recommendations of ORS contained in its review letter dated April 25th, 2023. The assets were transferred in February 2023 from DEC's Buck Unit 12, or Buck, to DEP's Smith 2 station, Smith, to optimize the company's spare part inventories for a major planned outage at the Smith facilities that began on January 13th, 2023. The transferred assets were installed onto Smith Unit 2 as part of the planned maintenance outage, and the unit went back online March 20th, 2023. This rotable asset transfer was made at fair market value of $1,526,269 rather than the higher book value of $2,028,927, allowing the companies to economically utilize components for which DEC had no immediate need and avoid $1,644,888 in additional costs. The Commission's approval would be applied retroactively or nunc-pro-tunc in order to correct, update, and oversight by the companies and ensure that the rotable asset transfer occur within Commission approval as required by SC Code Annotated Section 58-27-1300. The company's request for relief nunc-pro-tunc will not involve a change to any retail rates or prices at this time or require any change in any Commission rule, regulation, or policy, nor will the issuance of the requested accounting order prejudice the right of any party to address the prudency of these costs in DEC's or DEP's next general rate case proceeding. ORS has reviewed the company's request and verified that the cost-saving calculations related to the asset transfer. By its letter dated April 25th, 2023, ORS states that it does not object to the company's request predicated on the basis that approval will not preclude ORS, the Commission, or any other interested party from addressing these costs in a subsequent general rate case or other proceeding. Additionally, ORS states its position is based solely on the matters addressed in the particular request and should not be considered precedent-setting in any docket going forward. ORS also recommends that the companies report on their findings regarding any process improvements that the company has identified as described in the request. I move that ORS's recommendation and position be adopted. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Thomas. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Thomas. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 10 is in docket number 2023-88E. This is the application of Duke Energy Carolinas, LLC, for approval to issue and sell securities.
With regard to utilities, agenda item 10, is there a motion?
Madam Chair.
Commissioner Justin Williams is recognized.
Madam Chair, I recommend that, or, excuse me, I'm not on staff. I move that the Commission approve Duke Carolinas, LLC, application to issue and sell securities pursuant to South Carolina Code Annotated Section 58-27-1720 and South Carolina Code Annotated Regulation 103-823. In addition to the requirements of Regulation 103-823, Section 58-27-1720 requires the company to set forth the following. 1, the amount and character of securities proposed to be issued. 2, the purpose for which they are to be issued. 3, the consideration for which they are to be issued. 4, the description and estimated value of property, if any, to be acquired through the proposed issuance. 5, the terms and conditions of their issuance. And 6, the financial condition of the electrical utility and its previous operations so far as relevant. The company's application maintains that existing outstanding long-term debt principally consists of first and refunding mortgage bonds, senior debt, tax-exempt bond obligations, and other long-term debt. The proposed securities may be used for the following: the purchase or redemption of the company's outstanding higher cost securities as hereafter provided, refunding maturing securities, financing the company's ongoing construction as further described in Section 10 hereof. And finally, the company's general purposes as allowed. Further, I move that the approval of this request does not negate the right of the Office of Regulatory Staff or any other party from reviewing any debt issuances resulting from this request in the course of a future general rate proceeding or any other appropriate docket. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Williams. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 11 appears in docket number 2021-297E. This is Lockhart Power Company's petition to amend Commission Order number 2022-140. On April 21st, 2023, the Office of Regulatory Staff submitted a letter asking the Commission to carry over this item to enable it to have additional time to complete its review.
Staff's requesting that we carry this over.
Yes, ma'am.
It will be carried over.
Item number 12 is in docket number 2022-254E. This is a request by Duke Energy Progress LLC for approval of its updated excess deferred income tax rider.
With regard to utilities, agenda item 12, is there a motion?
Madam Chair.
Commissioner Justin Williams is recognized.
Madam Chair, fellow commissioners, I move that the commission approve the request for updates to DEP's EDIT rider consistent with prior commission orders. Commission order number 2019-341 established the company's mechanism to return flow back excess deferred income taxes to customers through an EDIT rider. The annual revenue requirement for the EDIT rider was a decrement of approximately $12,854,000 during year one. For year two, the annual decrement was approximately $14,803,000. For year three, the annual decrement was approximately $16,220,000. For year four, the annual decrement was approximately $6,439,000. The commission approved the update decrement for EDIT rider for year four in order number 2022-338. For year five, subject to the accelerated terms of the settlement in the DEP electric rate case, docket number 2022-254E, and Commission Order 2023-138, DEP calculated an annual revenue decrement of approximately $22,652,000. The company requests approval to update its EDIT rider to return this updated amount during year five. The Office of Regulatory Staff has reviewed this request and found that DEP's calculations are accurate. I will also add for Commissioners' consideration that the Office of Regulatory Staff recommends that the Commission approve this request. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Justin Williams. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 13 is in docket numbers 2012-218E, 2022-74E, and 2023-59E. This is a request from Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated to increase its rate rider related to the recovery of pension cost without hearing.
With regard to utilities agenda item 13, is there a motion?
Madam Chair.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Madam Chair, fellow commissioners, I move that the commission grant the request to increase Dominion Energy South Carolina's pension rider rate from a decrement of 0.00073 cent to 0.00037 cent per kilowatt hour. I further move that the commission instruct Dominion to continue filing quarterly reports as directed by order number 2022-284 through April 2024. Commissioners, I note that the Office of Regulatory Staff has reviewed this request and does not object to our approval. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Commissioners, with regard to Commissioner Williams's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 14 is in docket number 2022-365G, which is Piedmont Natural Gas Company Incorporated's amended application for approval of Appendix C of its South Carolina service regulations.
Madam Chair.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Madam Chair, fellow commissioners, I move that the commission approve Piedmont Natural Gas Company's proposed Appendix C to Piedmont's South Carolina service regulations. I quote, rider for new voluntary customer program called Green Edge, also known as the Green Edge Program, and an accounting order for regulatory and financial accounting purposes authorizing the company to maintain a deferred account for purposes of recording the costs and revenues associated with the rider. Fellow commissioners, Piedmont's request does not involve a change in any retail rates or prices at this time, or require any change in any commission rule, regulation, or policy. Furthermore, the issuance of the requested accounting order will not prejudice the right of any party to address the prudency of these costs in Piedmont's next rate case proceeding. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Justin Williams.
I vote aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 15 appears in docket number 2022-394G. This is an application from Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated for approval of its Green Therm program and rider without notice and hearing.
Commissioners, with regard to agenda item 15, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams is recognized.
Thank you. I move that the commission approve Dominion Energy South Carolina, Inc.'s application for its Green Therm program and rider without notice and hearing. Dominion Energy indicated in its request and in response to ORS discovery questions that it will not seek to recover any direct or indirect costs associated with the Green Therm program from any non-participating customers, and the revenues and expenses associated with the Green Therm program will not be included in non-participating customer rates or the company's rate base. I so move.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Commissioners, we've heard the motion. Is there any discussion? Hearing no discussion, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 16 is in docket number 2022-300A, which involves the final disposition of the proposed regulations in Chapter 103, Article 8. Staff recommends that this item be carried over.
Item 16 will be carried over.
Item number 17 is in docket number 2008-140A. This is a request from CSWR South Carolina Utility Operating Company, LLC, for an extension of time until June the 1st, 2023, to file its 2022 annual reports.
With regard to Utilities Agenda Item 17, is there a motion?
Madam Chair.
Commissioner Justin Williams is recognized.
Madam Chair, fellow commissioners, I move that the commission grant the extension of time until June 1st, 2023 for CSWR South Carolina Utility Operating Company, LLC, to file its 2022 annual report.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 18 is in docket number 2008-140A. This is a request from Dowd Water System for an extension of time to file its annual report.
Commissioners, with regard to Utilities Agenda Item 18, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I have a motion.
Vice Chair Powers.
Thank you. I move the commission grant the extension of time until June 1st, 2023, the filing of its 2022 annual reports.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 19 appears in docket number 2023-124E, which is Jermaine Martin's request to withdraw her complaint because the matter has been resolved and to close the docket.
With regard to Utilities Agenda Item 17, is there a motion?
Madam Chair?
Commissioner Thomas.
Okay, I believe this is item 19, not 17.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
That's okay. I move that the commission accept notification from the complainant that the complaint with Duke Energy Carolinas LLC has been resolved. I further move that the commission grant the request of the complainant to close the docket. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Thomas. Commissioners, we've heard the motion. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
I vote aye as well. Motion carries.
Item number 20 is in docket number 2018-319E. This is a request from Duke Energy Carolinas LLC for approval of its updated excess deferred income tax rider.
With regard to Utilities Agenda Item 20, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Caston is recognized.
Commission Order Number 2019-323 established the company's mechanism to return flowback excess deferred income taxes to customers through an EDIT rider. The annual revenue requirement for the EDIT rider was a decrement of approximately $61,814,000 during year one. For year two, the annual decrement was approximately $67,838,000. For year three, the annual decrement was approximately $69,816,000. For year four, the annual decrement was approximately $60,015,000. The Commission approved the updated decrement and the edit rider for year four in order number 2022-338. For year five, DEC calculated an annual revenue decrement of approximately $55,838,000. The company requests approval to update its EDIT rider to return this updated amount during year five. ORS has reviewed the request and found DEC's calculations to be accurate, and ORS recommends approval of the request. I move that the Commission approve the request for updates to DEC's EDIT rider consistent with prior Commission orders. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Caston. Commissioners, we've heard the motion on this item. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
I vote aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 21 is in docket number 2023-84C. This is the petition to intervene in this docket filed by Theory 1 Guidance Consultation.
With regard to Utilities Agenda Item 21, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I have a motion.
Vice Chair Powers is recognized.
I move the commission find that petition to intervene filed by Theory 1 Guidance Consultation does not satisfy South Carolina Code of Regulations annotated 103-825, Section A3, and that the petition should be denied. South Carolina Code annotated Regulation 103-825A3 requires the parties file a petition to intervene in a matter pending before the South Carolina Public Service Commission must set forth clearly and concisely A, the facts from which the nature of the petitioner's alleged right or interest can be determined. B, the grounds of the proposed intervention. C, the position of the petitioner in the proceeding. I also believe the petition intervened filed by Mr. Johnson on behalf of Theory 1 Guidance Consultation lacks standing. The address Mr. Johnson provided for his residence in his petition is not a private residence for which Mr. Johnson will be a customer of the new telecommunication company, Loomis Fiber. The South Carolina Secretary of State has no records for the existence of Mr. Johnson's claim company, 31 Guidance Consultation, or any variation thereof. Petition grounds the request for intervention on behalf of the people who rely on such goods and services such as what Loomis offers. See petition page 1. Theory 1's stated purpose of intervention is the same as any other customer of DESC. Those interests are already represented by the Office of Regulatory Staff and the Department of Consumer Affairs in this proceeding. Additionally, the law does not allow a private person to represent another person unless there is statutory authority or the person maintains a license to practice law in South Carolina. Loomis Fiber of South Carolina filed an objection to the petition of Theory 1 Guidance Consultation for the reasons outlined above. For these reasons, I move the Commission deny the petition to intervene requested by Theory 1 Guidance Consultation and filed by Mr. Gerald Johnson. It does not satisfy the requirements of South Carolina Code Regulations annotated 103-825A3, which are required for a party to intervene, and the petitioner lacks standing. So moved.
Thank you, Vice Chair Powers. Commissioners, we've heard the motion of Vice Chair Powers. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Justin Williams?
I would just like to note that generally speaking, I'm an advocate for intervention, but this just doesn't seem to pass the smell test. I don't know if it's something that we missed, but Vice Chair Powers' motion set forth the reasons clearly and completed a deep dive by even checking with the Secretary of State. So, again, generally I'm for intervention, but this just, I agree wholeheartedly with Commissioner Powers. This just doesn't meet the standard. Thank you, Commissioner Powers. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams?
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston?
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin? Excuse me, I'm sorry, he's on leave. Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams?
I vote aye.
Chair votes aye, the motion carries.
Item number 22 is in docket number 2023-15E. This involves Theory 1 Guidance Consultation's petition to intervene in this docket and Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated's objection to that petition.
With regard to Utilities Agenda Item 22, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Justin Williams?
I move that the Commission deny the petition to intervene filed by Theory 1 Guidance Consultation, as it does not satisfy the requirements of South Carolina Code Regulation annotated 103-825A3, which is required for a party to intervene, and the petitioner lacks standing to intervene in this docket. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Justin Williams. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Williams. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Madam Chair, that completes the Utilities Agenda before the Commission. Moving on to the Motor Carrier Agenda, item numbers 1 through 15 are requests for Class C and Class E certificates. Staff recommends that these items be taken together, and I will review them for the Commission. Item number 1 appears in docket number 2023-111T, which is the application of Majestic Limousines, LLC, for a Class C charter certificate. Item number 2 is in docket number 2023-112T, which is the application of Five Star Delivery Expert, LLC, for a Class C charter certificate. Item number 3 is in docket number 2023-113T. This is the application of Benjamin's Medical Transportation, LLC, for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 4 appears in docket number 2023-114T. This is the application of Angel Hands Transportation LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 5 is in docket number 2023-116T, which is the application of Angels on Wheels LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 6 appears in docket number 2023-117T. This is the application of Party Bus LLC for a Class C charter certificate. Item number 7 is in docket number 2023-119T. This is the application of Metro One Ambulance Incorporated for a Class C stretcher van certificate. Item number 8 is in docket number 2023-120T. This also is an application from Metro One Ambulance Incorporated. This application is for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 9 is in docket number 2023-123T, which is the application of Black Lotus Limo LLC for a Class C charter certificate. Item number 10 is in docket number 2023-125T, which is the application of Wally Ventures LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 11 appears in docket number 2023-126T, which is the application of Nolan Corbett, doing business as Green Frog Cab Company, for a Class C taxi certificate. Item number 12 is in docket number 2023-127T, which is the application of Tranquil Transport LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 13 appears in docket number 2023-129T, which is the application of First Family Transportation Services LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 14 is in docket number 2023-122T, which is the application of Glover Moving Company LLC for a Class E household goods certificate. Finally, item number 15 is in docket number 2023-128T, which is the application of River Dog Moving LLC for a Class E household goods certificate.
Thank you, Mr. Scarborough. Commissioners, we've heard the agenda items identified by Mr. Scarborough. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Vice Chair Powers is recognized.
thank you. I move the commission approve the applications for Class C and Class C certificates in items number 1 through 15 as listed by Mr. Scarborough.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Vice Chair Powers. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 16 is in docket number 2022-391T. This is a request from Palmetto Specialty Transfer LLC for a 3-month extension of time to comply with Commission rules and regulations.
With regard to agenda item 16, is there a motion?
Madam Chair.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Madam Chair, fellow commissioners, I move that the commission grant the request of Palmetto Specialty Transfer LLC for a 3-month extension of time until July 27th, 2023 to comply with commission rules and regulations.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Justin Williams. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Justin Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 17 is in docket number 2016-343T. This is a request from ProHelp LLC for approval to use an electronic bill of lading.
With regard to utilities transportation agenda item 17, is there a motion?
Chair Belser and fellow commissioners, I have a motion.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams is recognized.
Thank you. I move that the commission grant the request of Palmetto Specialty Transfer LLC for a 3-month extension of time until July 27th, 2023 to comply with commission rules and regulations.
I'm sorry. Are we on
I read the
17?
Yes.
I read the wrong, okay,
ProHelp.
thank you. Chair Belser, I have a motion to make.
Go ahead.
I move the commission grant the request of ProHealth LLC for the use of an electronic billing lading. The electronic bill of lading used by ProHealth LLC must comply with requirements of South Carolina Code Annotated Regulation 103-159 concerning a bill of lading. And I have a comment.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Carroll Williams. Is there any discussion? We will begin with Commissioner Carroll Williams.
I just wanted to note, as a way of kind of saving face, that I was very impressed with the online ability to interact with movers, to see where you are in the process. And so I just am, I think this is a good move on their part to connect the physical moving with the electronic way of tracking that moving.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Carroll Williams,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 18 is in docket number 2009-280T, which is the request of C&J Transportation LLC for reinstatement of Class C non-emergency certificate number 8168-A.
With regard to transportation, agenda item 18, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Caston is recognized.
the commission has granted prior requests from C&J Transportation LLC for reinstatement of its certificate, most recently on August 24, 2021, and for an extension of time to come into compliance for reinstatement of its Class C non-emergency certificate. However, the C&J Transportation did not meet these timelines. For these reasons, I move that the Commission deny the request of C&J Transportation LLC for reinstatement of their certificate. I further add that C&J Transportation LLC may file a new application for its Class C non-emergency certificate if they desire, which would provide updated and current information related to the carrier for review by ORS and its potential customer base. I so move.
Commissioner Caston. Commissioners, we've heard the motion. Is there any discussion? Commissioner Caston, I'd just like to note also that this company's certificate was revoked in December of 2020. And it's been over 2 years, and they've had multiple requests which were granted for reinstatement and have not complied. Therefore, I agree with you that that their application is probably stale and needs to be updated, and so I'm going to support your motion. Thank you. Commissioners, we'll proceed to roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carroll Williams.
And I vote aye.
And I vote aye as well. The motion carries.
Item number 19 appears in docket number 2016-405T. This is a request from George C. McLean, Jr. for reinstatement of Class C taxi certificate number 9244.
With regard to transportation agenda item 19, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I have a motion.
Vice Chair Powers.
The Class C taxi certificate number 9244 was canceled on August 20th, 2021 at the request of ORS for noncompliance. It was in docket number 2021-72-T. On January 12th, 2022, Mr. McLean requested reinstatement from the Commission, which was granted by order number 2022-110 on February 10th, 2022. However, the carrier did not comply within 90 days of the order, and the Office of Regulatory Staff informed the Commission that Mr. McLean's Class C taxi certificate remains canceled. On April 5th, 2023, George McLean requested for the second time reinstatement of his Class C taxi certificate number 9244. I would move that the Commission deny the request of George C. McLean, Jr. for reinstatement of Class C taxi certificate number 9244. Mr. McLean is welcome to submit a new application for a Class C taxi certificate when he is ready, and this application will provide updated and current information about his business to the Office of Regulatory Staff and to his potential customer base. So move.
Thank you, Vice Chair Powers. Commissioners, we have a motion on the floor. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 20 is in docket number 2004-171T, which is a request from C&F Charter Service for reinstatement of Class C charter bus certificate number 0147-A.
With regard to transportation, agenda item 20, Commissioners, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I have a motion.
Vice Chair Powers.
Thank you. The Class C Charter Bus Certificate number 0147-A was canceled on July 2nd, 2021, at the request of ORS for noncompliance. This is docket 2021-71-T, order number 2021-388. On August 12th, 2021, C&F Charter Services made an expedited request for reinstatement from the Commission, which was granted by order number 2021-541 on August 26, 2021. However, the carrier did not comply within 90 days of this order, and on March 3rd, 2022, the Office of Regulatory Staff informed the Commission that the Class C certificate of C&F Charter Service requested reinstatement on an expedited basis for the second time of its Class C Charter Bus Certificate number 0147A. Reinstatement was granted a second time on April 14, 2022. On September 20th, 2022, ORS notified the Commission that C&F Charter Service did not come into compliance with Commission rules and regulations within 90 days of reinstatement, and therefore its certificate remained canceled. On April 10, 2023, C&F Charter Services made another request for reinstatement of its Class C Charter Bus Certificate, and this is the request before the Commission today for consideration. For the reasons above describing multiple requests granting reinstatement without compliance with the Commission rules and regulations, I move the Commission deny the request of C&F Charter Services, LLC, for reinstatement of Class C Charter Bus Certificate number 0174-A. C&F Charter Services, LLC may submit a new application for Class C Charter Bus Certificate when it is ready, and the application will provide updated and current information about this business to the Office of Regulatory Staff and to its potential customer base. So moved.
Thank you, Vice Chair Powers. Commissioners, we've heard the motion. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 21 is in docket number 2017-323T. This is a request from JT's Metro Transport, LLC, to suspend Class C non-emergency certificate number 9305 until March 21st, 2024.
With regard to transportation, agenda item 21, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Thomas is recognized.
I move that the Commission grant the request of JT's Metro Transport, LLC, to suspend its Class C non-emergency certificate number 9305. When JT's Metro Transport, LLC is ready for its certificate to be reinstated, the carrier shall make application to the Commission for reinstatement. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Thomas. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 22 is in docket number 2023-27T. This is a request from Tito's South End Trolley, LLC, doing business as TST, to cancel Class C Charter Certificate number 9782.
With regard to transportation, agenda item 22, is there a motion?
Chair Belser and fellow commissioners, I have a motion.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams is recognized.
Thank you. I move that the commission grant the request of Tito's South End Trolley LLC, doing business as TST, to cancel Class C Charter Certificate number 9782.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Williams. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Carolee Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 23 appears in docket number 2012-419T. This is a request from Cardis Green for reinstatement of Class C taxi certificate number 8703.
With regard to transportation, agenda item 23, is there a motion?
Madam Chair.
Commissioner Caston.
Madam Chair and Commissioners, providing a little background, the Class C taxi certificate number 8703 was canceled on July 15th, 2021 at the request of ORS for noncompliance. On February 8th, 2022, Cardis Green made a request for reinstatement from the Commission, which was granted by order number 2022-132 on February 28th, 2021. However, the carrier did not comply within 90 days of the order, and on September 20th, 2022, the Office of Regulatory Staff informed the Commission that the Class C taxi certificate of Cardis Green remained canceled, or remains canceled. On April 4th, 2023, Cardis Green made another request for reinstatement of its Class C taxi certificate, and this is a request before the Commission today for consideration. For the reasons I just stated, I move that the Commission deny the request of Cardis Green for reinstatement of Class C taxi certificate number 8703. Cardis Green may submit a new application for a Class C taxi certificate when ready, and the application will provide updated and current information about the business to the Office of Regulatory Staff and to its potential customer base. I so move.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Caston. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Justin Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Carolee Williams,
I vote aye.
and the chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Madam Chair and Commissioners, this concludes all business noticed before the Commission today.
Thank you,
Madam
Mr.
Chair,
Vice Chair Powers.
before we adjourn, going back to item number 20, I think I stated that it was on docket 171T, 2004-171T at one point, and I may have stated 2021-71T in the second recommendation, and I think it's the first docket number that would be correct, and I'd move to correct it to reflect that.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Any objection? I'm going to put this out as a request since we've already voted. Any objection to correcting that docket number?
Thank you.
Hearing no objection, we'll make that correction. Thank you, Vice Chair. Anything further? Then that concludes the agendas for today. Our next regularly scheduled business meeting will be next Thursday, May 4th at 2 p.m. Thank you. This meeting is adjourned.